intensity, and LeBron was able to seal the deal with 16 points in the second half, including the deciding bucket. Slick Rick Dubuque and Chris Broussard are back. So, Chris, more or less confident in the Lakers winning the West after their narrow playoff win?
Well, I'm less confident that they'll win the West than I was 24 hours ago. I thought they'd beat Golden State handily. My prediction was 117-99. Obviously, that didn't come true. So, yeah, the Lakers look more vulnerable to me than I thought they would. That said, I do still have them picked as the winner of the West, but I'm more concerned now than I have been all season. First of all, LeBron James. We all could see it. I thought he looked really good in the 2 games he came back and played at the end of the year physically, but last night he didn't. You see it right there, getting his shot blocked, unable to finish over Andrew Wiggins in a post move. He just didn't have the explosion that you are typically used to seeing LeBron James play with. Now, he's still smart, he's still skilled, he's still savvy, and he shoots it probably better than he ever has. He's not a great shooter by any stretch, but he is a solid shooter, and he can get hot and streaky, and he did that last night, and that was enough for them to win the game. But they were playing a legitimate 8th seed. Let's not forget that. They weren't playing a top team in the league. They were playing a team that had one great offensive scorer, and he gave them nightmares. So that gave me concern. Secondly, Anthony Davis was unable to post up Draymond Green. Anthony Davis, yes, he has some perimeter skills. Yes, he is a solid shooter. He, can play in the mid-range, can shoot the 3, has a little bit of stuff off the bounce. But he's not Kevin Durant. He's not Dirk Nowitzki. He needs to be inside a little bit more. And he wasn't able to do that last night. And I have concerns about him playing with Andre Drummond. Drummond was their big acquisition, right? Well, Drummond may not play as much as people think because they were at their best when AD was at the 5 spot. In the second half, they spread the floor. They clearly like to play finesse basketball. They want to shoot the 3 as much as everybody else. And that is better when AD is at the 5 and the floor is spread. And LeBron, who's never really played a consistent period in his career with a low-post big man like Drummond, he likes the lane open too. So the inability to play those 3 big guys together and take advantage of their size, that was bothersome as well. Dennis Schroeder, look, I'm going to give him a pass for last night. His conditioning is not where it needs to be. He's just coming back from being off for a few weeks with COVID protocol. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he can't play better either, that also is a concern. So, yeah, I still like the Lakers in the West, but I'm concerned, and I'm more concerned than ever.
You sound concerned. You sound stressed. Forget concerned. Like, it was funny you trying to talk yourself back to, like, just treading water with this team. Just call it like you see it, Chris. It's okay, big dog. Let me set the table, because last night I went to my favorite spot in Los Angeles, Jalapeno Pete's. Shout out to the owner, Lonnie, and Rudy, the bartender, who hooked them up, doubles everywhere. So I'm sitting there because, I'm a Clippers lover, so in this binary world, that makes me also a Lakers hater. Fine, I'm going to watch the play-in tournament. And congratulations to the Lakers, play-in tournament champions, yeah! But that wasn't a good game, man. I don't know what the hell I was watching. Felt like an AAU tournament beating the Bay All-Stars by 3 in Vegas or something like this. I'm looking like, wait a minute, this is the champions? Ooh, they struggling out there. And let me tell you why they're struggling. One, you got to base them on the competition. It's all relative. If it takes you to make a Music City Miracle 35-foot shot, LeBron James, to beat a one-headed monster in the Golden State Warriors of Steph Curry, y'all going to be in trouble when y'all see these real teams out here. Let's talk about the real teams, because the Lakers this year against the top 4 teams, 4-8. Let me remind y'all, that's not a good record against the top 4 teams. Against the top 8 teams, let's expand it to the sorrier teams, right? 8-13. Let me remind y'all, that's not a good record either. Okay, forget all that. Lakers had the 9th best record in the West versus teams just above 500. So right now, if you look at the Lakers and their resume for this season in a vacuum, they really struggled against the best teams. And they're supposed to be the best team. So then you're supposed to just swipe all of that away, erase your memory bank, and when they go into the play-in tournament, which is do or die, basically, you're going to see them activate. Well, they hit the gas pedal, but old Betsy didn't fire up like they thought. So we're going to see if they can get it going forward. But right now, I'm disappointed in this team, and more importantly, I don't think that they're going to make a ton of noise.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I am far more confident in the Lakers now than I was going to this. Are you guys forgetting the fact that they haven't had any time together playing? And now my concern was, yeah, the play-in game could be deadly. They could maybe never get that time. But now they are going to get it. And when you don't play well and you still win a game, that gives you confidence. True. It gives you a tremendous amount of confidence. And now LeBron James, who we don't, Steph Curry included, don't usually expect to make 32-footers. He's got to feel some kind of way now. If it comes down to that, I've done it before, seeing 3 rims. I can certainly do it again. So all of this plays into their hands. And look, they won the real prize. It wasn't just avoiding having to play a second play-in game. It was getting the Phoenix Suns rather than the Utah Jazz. The Phoenix Suns, who quietly went 4-3 in their last 7 games. The Phoenix Suns, who Anthony Davis consistently dominates. I'm not surprised that Draymond Green did a number on Anthony Davis last night. Draymond Green is the best isolation defender in the league. Ooh. I expected that to be difficult. DeAndre Ayton is a finesse player at both ends of the floor. AD is going to eat that up. Dennis Schroeder knows Chris Paul very well, having played in Oklahoma City with him last year. And then you got 3 of the top 4 Phoenix Suns players who have no playoff experience. So they've now given themselves the opportunity to get better, to get time together, to roll through the Phoenix Suns. I don't see them giving them much of an issue. And then they get either the Denver Nuggets without Jamal Murray or the Portland Trail Blazers, who they beat in the bubble last year. So I love the path that the Lakers have put themselves on and the ability for them to get their synchronicity back because they survived last night.
Let me address, first of all, the weak stats that Marcellus Wiley threw in. Like, he tried to sneak those by us as if we wouldn't see them. Marcellus, you can throw all that regular season stuff out.
Oh, okay.
Because look, Anthony Davis missed half the year. And LeBron James missed a third of the season. Okay. I mean, so what? Their record against the teams in the league are skewed. So I don't want to hear this 4-8 or whatever it was against the elite teams. It don't matter because LeBron and AD were not there for the most part. I'm going to tell you why, even though I'm a little less confident than I was yesterday, I still believe the Lakers will win the West. First of all, their defense. All right? They are the best defensive team in the league, or certainly one of the top 3 or 4. They hang their hat on that. Even without LeBron, without AD, they still were able to defend teams. And yesterday, they did hold Golden State to 100 points. That's 14 below their average. All right? So they bring their defense, they bring their hard hat every night on that end of the floor. They might be a little soft and finesse offensively, but defensively, they do get after it. That always gives you a chance in the postseason.